What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV with Poetry on Poetry. You are here for the final episode, final recap of The Handmaid's Tale, Season 3, Episode 13, Mayday. Hot. I'm sorry, y'all. By the time you're getting ready to watch this video, I'll probably already be on a flight to LA, if not in LA. Last week, my uncle passed, which is why you didn't get videos. If you were on my community board, you would have seen that. I think I've said it in my Traveling Talk Tuesday as well. And maybe one other place that I mentioned it, so that way you guys could know and be advised. So for those of you who have been patient and waiting on this video, I appreciate you for being here and coming an entire week probably later to actually get this recap. I got notes for days, y'all. It took me like maybe 3 days to watch this whole doggone finale. People were tagging me on Instagram and coming on to other videos and saying that they can't wait till I see this episode and to see how I react. And I had some emotional moments throughout the episode, but overall, I really didn't get. I had some emotional, joyous moments, but overall, I was still like. They looked us on my face. I was still like, oh, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Something about this season just did not pull me at all. And so I nitpicked a whole lot on this season. There was so much for me to disagree with and debate about. And that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm very judgmental. Y'all already know this. I'm very judgmental. So I'm coming in already judgmental, and then I'm just adding more judgment on top of it. It just makes me like, damn, this getting on my fucking nerves. The show got on my fucking nerves. Some of y'all got on my fucking nerves. Let's just be honest. After the fact, usually doing the videos, y'all pretty good. It's when the show ain't up, y'all like, oh. Anyway, let's get right on into this recap. This is Mayday, like I said. This started off very fucking disturbing to me. You know, just like last week, we had all the sounds and everything, but I don't think it was a point for us to pay attention to the sounds this week, although because of last week's episode, I was. This episode wanted us to hate the Guardians with an intensity. So when what happened at the end of this episode happened, we were on our feet cheering and rah-rah and Cisco bombing. I didn't get that emotion. My emotions were more about the victims, the people who were enslaved, and what they were feeling and sensing in this episode. That's where my emotion drew to. Yeah. Because one, leading up to whatever happened, I was like, this how y'all gonna go about this? So anyway, like I said, this opened up very disturbing. We see June standing there, among flashing lights and sirens. Lights is blinking all around her. Every flash of light, I see a woman standing behind her. Every flash of light. Kind of like one of them old 1980 music videos. And June looks terrified. Now, I'm on pins and needles because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? Did they get caught? That's my first thought. So then as the lights kept flashing, I started noticing that they were in regular street clothes. I said, no, we back at one. We back at the beginning. We hear women screaming and yelling, guardians hollering and yelling at them, rustling them up. You can hear them being pushed aside. You hear the dogs barking again. The sirens are still blaring. And it reminded me of Season 2, Episode 1, as June and the other handmaids marched to their impending death or impeding death. They marched to their death where they were supposed to be hung by the nooses, and the guardians were rustling them through there. You heard the dogs barking, the women were screaming, they were peeing on themselves, they was crying. This was the exact same scene, just in a different setting. And they were going to their deaths. And what this episode reminded, as these ladies were being hurtled into different vans, I thought they were going to their deaths. That's exactly how I was feeling. In Season 2, Episode 1, They were being supposedly being hung by nooses, having nooses hung around their necks. Well, these ladies had to hang on to their ring or their noose supposedly while they're in these vans. I think it was maybe S. Betty had said that she was wondering what the hell is going on with the mentally ill, why they haven't focused on them, or why we haven't focused on them when we talk about these in the reviews. And also the disabled, the physically disabled. Where are these people at? Well, we saw in this particular episode, they were shadowing a herd of Down syndrome women, and children. Everyone that passed through, you could see had Down syndrome. They also hinted towards the physically disabled were being, carted away as well, because we saw him throw a walker, and I think a wheelchair was thrown up there as well. And I was like, okay, they're going to all hit us in this one point to say the Guardians didn't respect the physically disabled at all. These Guardians were shit on a stick, basically. They were shit kebabs. That's exactly what they were. And from what we can see of Gilead, the disabled, the mentally, physically disabled, they were carted away and possibly never seen again. We haven't seen them. Everybody been looking for them, probably along with the old people too. We've been looking for them. They've been carted away and most likely killed, probably sent off to the toxic wastelands, the colonies, or what have you, but possibly killed. And then the more pure women, the ones who stand upright, the ones who could have babies, the seemingly not so weak, they were all collected in another van together and carted off together. I was trying to see various faces. And it's like June, she was daring not to look at the treatment of these disabled people. And then we get to see Janine. She was pushed into the van and she is cussing, hooping, and hollering. And what she was saying made me think two different things. Either Janine is really fucking privileged, or two, Janine really is missing a few screws. Because she in there telling them how she gonna sue these motherfuckers. I'm gonna sue y'all and get me a beach house on Stone Acre Beach or something like that. She said she's gonna get her fucking beach house after she sue these motherfuckers. And I'm thinking, Janine, boo, you being kidnapped, honey. Going to be sent off to be maimed and mutilated, raped, all that stuff, enslaved. And you saying you're going to sue them. I'm going to sue you, motherfuckers. I'm going to sue you. I was like, what? Yeah, Janine ain't wrapped too tight. Either that, like I said, or she was really exerting some privilege that she think that she had. I had the same shit happen to me at work on Saturday. There's a motherfucker coming to my workspace and try to exert her privilege over me. Like she was going to tell me what to do in my own workspace. Boss me around, tell me to move out of her way so she can get into my workspace to look around. Now, she wasn't an employee. She was just a client that was coming up and wanted to come into my shit and go through my stuff so she can see what benefits she can get out of it. Had that same type of situation. And that I instantly thought of her when I saw Janine coming on there talking about she finna sue. Because the lady was like, well, I'm just going to tell your boss on you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? That's what I was thinking. What the fuck? I was like, okay, ma'am. Do what you gotta do, all right? But anyway, where was I at? Where was I? So the women that were being, after they got off the van, they were taken to another facility where they were being inspected and poked and prodded. People were filling up on them, filling in them, all kind of stuff. The same shit that slaves went through. I don't even like to call us slaves. They were the captured black Africans that was brought here to the Americas. The same shit that we went through. We was poked and prodded and sized up and tagged like cattle and, felt up to see who was going to be marketed off to the highest bidder. That's pretty much what these ladies were going through. Making sure that you was right, you can handle STDs and all that other type of shit. But yeah. That's exactly what I was getting out of that entire moment that they were being brushed through there. And then we see, I was thinking that these Guardians ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got a care in the world for them. And June was trying to convinced one of these guardians to tell her where her daughter was at. Make him feel some compassion. You done stole my motherfucking kid. They hurting my daughter. Fuck me at this point. We talking about the children. You know, in war situations, the general rule is that you don't hurt women and kids. In this particular society, women and kids are the prize. So they are going to be treated with much inhumanity. You know what I'm saying? But brother was just like, shh. I was surprised that he was that calm. He just kept telling her, shh, 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 be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Shh. You know what I'm saying? And I was wondering if this was going to lend towards a new Nick storyline. Because she was saying that, June said it too. We in present day now. She was like, these motherfuckers are ruthless. How did they get that way? Were they always this way, or they was made to be this way? And like I said, all I kept thinking about was Nick. Is she thinking about Nick? Is this is what Nick did? Because she said this is probably how they won. And we all know that Nick was very intricate to the overthrowing of the United States government as a guardian. So I was wondering if they were going to hint towards Nick again, but as we saw in this episode, there was no mention of Nick. We didn't see his face no more, which I was kind of disturbed by that. Like, we just going to drop Nick's story off on the front line and we ain't going to never come back to it this season? I was kind of pissed off about that shit. He walked out of our fucking lives. You know, Nick wasn't one of my favorite people, but I still want to know what the fuck was going on with him. So, like I said, when it comes to this finale, I was not impressed as I could have been, because they were seeing like there was rushed storylines. They rushed this through. It's like, okay, we got to wrap this up right now. They dropped off some storylines, and then a lot of shit just did not make sense at all. But I'm gonna try to remember to get to it. June is now walking with her mean ass guardian through the streets of Gilead, or through the streets of Boston. They stop in front of this picture window, or this store dressing room. And he looks through the window. I don't know why we stop here. It didn't make sense to me why he was looking through that window. And then Alma walks up behind. He doesn't notice Alma come up behind him. You look in the window, you can see they doggone reflections, and you don't trip off the fact that this damn handmaid walked up behind her and then slipped something in June's bag. June turns around after Alma walks away, and he's still looking like, what the fuck was in that window? Was there a doggy in the window? How much is that doggy in the window? What the fuck was you staring at, sir? Well, he realized June was looking at him, then he snatched her up. We needed to see the aggression again of the Guardians so we can have a de-empathized feeling at the end of this episode. So he snatched her up again, and they start walking through the streets. They walking through the streets, and these fucking handmaids are so obvious to me. They get close to June, they slow down. Then they do a pause. They don't even do no quick dope man exchange, you know what I'm saying, like that. They do a quick pause and drop something in her bag. Now, what they was dropping in her bag was loud as fuck. One of them looked like hemp oil, looked like hemp soap. Had the little marijuana leaves on it, or the herbal leaves, or the botanical leaves, or whatever. But it looked like hemp to me. They dropping all these big bars of packages of something into her bag. You don't hear her bag crunching. Every time it dropped, it was loud. They focused in on his earpiece at one point, I guess to assume that he was listening to something else. You know, maybe he was like that song, How Much Was the Dog in the Window? Maybe he was listening to that. So, they walking through town. And all these handmaids are steady dropping shit in the bag. And she comes up on Janine. Janine like, hey girl, hey. Praise be, I got a gift for you, girl. Booyah, dropped it in the bag. She's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Soon as she walked away from Janine, there's Aunt Lydia. The fuck was that about? You know, Janine just being Janine. Aunt Lydia looking around like, something ain't adding up. Because all the other handmaids are looking on now at June and Aunt Lydia to find out, is there trouble afoot? And Aunt Lydia is taking notice of this, like, hey, you ain't trying to get your friends in no danger, right? You ain't doing nothing foolish, are you? You know, I know you picking up all these bad habits at the Lawrence's house I still don't understand why she there. I still don't understand why she there. A few of y'all in the comment section had mentioned that June is most likely going to stay at the Lawrence's house until they can determine whether or not she's pregnant. If the ceremony worked. I call bullshit on that. Simply on the fact that there was handmaids that were pregnant that was not at their commander's house. They put them at the Red Center. For a long time, you don't have to be in your commander's house in order to go through your pregnancy. So you ain't had to be in the commander's house for you to wait to find out if you're pregnant, is what I'm trying to say. There is no wife there. The whole Gilead ceremony includes the wife. So she's just in the house festering for what? I'm not sure, because Aunt Lydia said she's going to a new commander's house. Normally when you're waiting to go to a new commander, you're at the Red Center. So why is she still with Commander Lawrence? Makes no sense to me at all. It doesn't. I'm not even asking the question of why. It's rhetorical. I'm just saying that don't make no fucking sense. No, there's no reason that once Eleanor died, that June should still be in that doggone house, whether she get pregnant or not. There's no reason. Because if she got pregnant, she still could sit her ass at the fucking Red Center and have a damn baby there, and they could ship the baby on off to Commander Lawrence if he wanted it. And most likely he didn't, because he didn't even fucking like kids like that. But anyway, she tells June, let me take a look at you. See if any bad habits of the Lawrence rubbed off on you or have you. And I think I'm on the next page because I already talked about all of that, right? I Lydia basically tell her, don't be on no bullshit. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Because your next commander ain't finna play that. She tells her to watch herself. June is like, all right, I got you, boo. I would do just that. June is feeling herself, baby. She got the big mother in her head. She says she ruthless. She part of NWA now. She ruthless. Nigga with an attitude. That's how she feeling right now. She's all feeling herself. Can't nothing touch her. Ain't nothing been able to touch her in these last 2 seasons because they've been writing, this big bubble around her, this invisible shield of protection around her throughout these seasons. And now I think June really came to her realization. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with her. I don't care how much we write this. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with her. Anyway, so June get back to the crib. And Sienna is like, Beth is sick. She won't let me help. What the fuck is up? You know what I'm saying? And she tell June, I can help you. They got a lot of soap. That's what those little packages were. They had a lot of soap. And I was like, are they making a bomb? What are they doing? She cutting them all up nice and neat. And Sienna tells June, look, hey, before this, I was a student. I was studying radiology. I was studying to be a radiologist. I can help. June got a whole ass attitude with her every time. What she telling her? I said that. She says, Sienna told her that she was not a child nor dumb. And June says, well, do something about it and stop fucking waiting for somebody to hold your fucking hand. I was like, bitch, ain't somebody been holding your motherfucking hand all this time? Everybody been sticking their fucking necks out for you this entire time. You have done nothing in these past 3 seasons. Nothing to advance yourself to get the fuck out of here. Everybody has done it for you. You have accidentally slipped up on escape routines every single time. Every single time. You have lucked up on someone trying to help you escape. You did nothing for yourself, initiated anything for yourself to get out of this situation. Even when you had a seemingly upper hand working with Serena Joy, you still did nothing to help get yourself out. You just wanted to make your life a little bit more comfortable. It wasn't even comfortable for the rest of the handmaids. It was your life. And you got the fucking nerve to tell her to man the fuck up and stop crying like a little bitch. Stop letting somebody hold your motherfucking hand and just do it. I was so fucking offended at June. I just, like y'all know. I am compassionate towards the situation which she is in. Nobody should ever have to go through that bullshit that Gilead has put these fucking women through. But I hate June. I despise her as a fucking character. I really do. Like, bitch. Oh. Even in oppression, these motherfuckers still exerting privilege. Well, Sienna took that though to boss up though. Joey Lawrence came in and asked her to do something and she was gonna do it at first. And she's like, no, I need to help June. He was like, all right, cool. He didn't even realize he was being checked for real. June really thinks she the baddest bitch in town right now. Oh, my bad. Ruthless. Y'all like her. So, Joey Lawrence, he seems to still be following her lead, which is why I call him Joey Lawrence. Joey Lawrence sounds like a little boy's name or a young man's name instead of Commander Lawrence. Commander Lawrence sounds commanding. He doesn't seem commanding at this point. Somebody asked me why was I calling him Joey Lawrence. That's why. He seems to have gotten real naive, real green, and he's following her lead. I thought at that doggone funeral service when he buried Eleanor that look he gave clicked him back on. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was seeing. Maybe I was seeing it because I was hoping for it, but no. It was just misdirection. We was just misdirected in this whole situation. He has set the stage for security details to be away from the airport, or so it seems. He's setting up this type of meeting. And all the security is supposed to be at this meeting, which makes no fucking sense to me. So everybody gonna go to the damn meeting. Ain't nobody gonna be securing the borders. Ain't nobody gonna be securing the airport. Ain't nobody gonna be securing the town. Everybody, all the guardians gonna be at the meeting because that's where all the high profile commanders gonna be. But ain't you supposed to be helping everybody get out? So how are you calling the meeting to help everybody get, and you helping everybody get out at the same time? That doesn't make sense to me. So what they doing is they packing up care packages. I don't even understand. I still didn't understand the soap. They melted it down and put it on the gates to prevent it from being squeaky. Big ass goo gobs. Like anybody with an eye can see these big ass goo gobs of shit on the fences. But it's to prevent the gates from being squeaky. But I was hoping it was making some mazel tov or something like that. Blow some shit up in the process. When y'all get gone, y'all get gone. So as she's out there, the searchlights are coming through town. The guardians with the searchlights. Skip that part. While she's out there, she hears some rustling in the trees. She turns around and she looks to see this Martha with this little girl. She's like, come on, let's go in. I was like, okay, it's getting started, but wait. It ain't dark yet. What the fuck they doing her? They're supposed to be moving in the middle of the night. And so when she gets in the house, Beth said the same thing. Wait a minute, it's too soon. They're not supposed to be here. First, y'all talking too much to me. If she's not supposed to be here, why are y'all giving her all this information? Because she's like, they told her that everybody's supposed to be moving at midnight. They're supposed to be going to a plane. And I'm thinking she ain't running the original 52. Something ain't right with this woman. And Martha's like, is this Mayday? Is this Mayday? And June is like, yes. So June is assuming that the role of being Mayday, which has been disbanded for over 2 or 3 years now, but she's assuming the role of Mayday. We go over to Canada. Tuello tells Serena Joy that she got many interviews to do, in the upcoming weeks. And Jess, she says, oh, can I refuse to go to any one of them? He's like, nah, you ain't got that right no more. You lost that right. She's like, no, I didn't fulfill my rights. I traded them for my daughter. And I'm thinking, they better not let this bitch get away with everything. They better not. And give her jelly bean. What the fuck are y'all thinking, Tuello? That makes no sense to me. I hope y'all right that he was playing her. I was like, I hope y'all right that he plays her. But then he turns around and gives her a badge. She has free access to come and go as she chooses. I say, see, I was right. Tuello ain't playing her. This motherfucker has really made an agreement to give her full-blown ass immunity. Next week, she can come and go on the facility as she pleases. Find her a place to live out in town and just... No. Oh, no. Huh? What? This is why the United States government has failed in this society. That's why the United States government is only 2 motherfucking states now. Because y'all do dumb shit like this. I was genuinely confused and aggravated at the same doggone time. Well, back at the crib, June. She's nursing the young girl's wounds. Her name is Kiki. She had hurt herself coming through the woods. And her mother, Maggie, is like, you know what, this is taking too damn long. While we wait, what's going on? Like I said, she wasn't part of the original 52 because she would have known they weren't supposed to come there till nighttime, and she would have known that we wasn't leaving at midnight. And she like, what's taking so long? Hurry up, hurry up. She getting nervous. She panicking and shit, right? She was like, we finna go. I'm finna take her on back to the crib. We finna head back to Lexington. And I think June called her idiot, saying you building an idiot. Somebody called her idiot. And I'm like, how is that helping? By calling her idiot. She says, okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tell them the truth. My mistress, the wives, is she's what she call her, a fair woman, and I could tell her the truth and she'll be fair with us and she'll be lenient and all that shit. And I was like, did this bitch just say she gonna go back and tell? Fuck what she said she gonna tell. She gonna tell. No, ma'am, Pam. That's not what we finna do here. We not finna tell shit. Like, this is why they needed a solid plan. Part of that plan was been no motherfuckers coming to that house before midnight or before dark, and they allowed this one to come in. Like I said, she started putting on her coat, started telling Kiki to put on her shoes, like, hey, we finna go, let's bounce. Serena tried to calm her down, like, hey, come on, man, I ain't what we finna do. That's not what we finna do. She like, no, bitch, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Y'all, y'all gonna get us killed. Y'all gonna get us killed. So she is panicking. June gets up, silently walks away. I said, June going to get that gun. I knew she was going to get that gun, baby. She came up there. She come down. And she had just told that child that she was going to be free. You can do what you want, wear what you want, eat what you want, love who you want, all that. And if you don't want to do none of that, that's your right to it. She just told this child that. And I was like, is she finna come down here and pull this gun on this woman in front of this little girl's face? Is that what she finna do? Do not pull that gun in front of that child, June. Don't pull that gun in front of the child. Baby, Maggie hightailed it up out of there. June was on her heels. She was on her heels. I was like, come on, y'all. It's 3 of y'all. Y'all couldn't have restrained that bitch. Where's Joey Lawrence? Why ain't he participating? Oh, he must be off to the meeting right now. 3 of y'all. One of her. You didn't even need the fucking gun. Y'all could have restrained Maggie ass. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been less dramatic than pulling the fucking gun. But she ran outside. June ran out behind her, hightailing her. Behind her. Kiki was on June's heels like, Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. June had that gun cocked, locked, ready to fire off into Maggie's ass. Maggie took off when Kiki called her name, and June turned and put that gun in her face. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? Beth said, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? She come out there, snatched the child up. June didn't let that gun down. She didn't let that gun down. They was in the house. June was still holding that gun up. I was like, this bitch done lost her mind. She is losing it. It's clear. She's in a blind rage at this point. I say Beth had to come out and yank the fucking kid away. June goes from one end of the spectrum to the next. There's no middle ground for her. No, Billy Badass was like, she's a gangster bitch now. I'm like, come on. Anybody can get it, can't they, June? Anybody can get it, including this fucking kid. Beth was trying to tell June, this note's right here. Beth was trying to tell June to let Maggie go, which I thought was a stupid fucking idea anyway. That was as bad as letting Eleanor go blab to the neighbors, because Maggie knows when the plane leaves. And all them children supposed to come at night. Y'all told her a lot of shit in front of those few minutes that she was there. But June is so in a tunnel vision state of mind that, like I say, even when she dragged Kiki away, June was still stood there frozen, the tears in her eyes, the gun in her hand, ready, aimed to fire. I was like, you losing control, Ma. It's not a good place to be if you trying to lead the revolution. When they back in the house, I think June realized that she was gone too far. She finally broke down and she was shaking and shuddering and snot dripping and all that stuff there. And I said, again, earlier, I was asking how was Lawrence holding this important meeting and getting these kids out at the same damn time. Well, he left the meeting early. And June like, no, you need to go back. You got to be there at that meeting. The meeting basically was to draw security away, like I said. But he was the one that's supposed to be getting the kids on the plane, so he left. Well, Beth must have told Lawrence what went down with Kiki. If it wasn't Beth, it was Maggie. And Maggie talking somewhere. He asked her, how's the kid? She good. She getting out of here. June is still so calm and, she getting out of here. He said she will be fine once we get her back to Lexington. I was like, wait, what? That's not part of the plan, Joey Lawrence. What you mean she getting her back to Lexington? She there now. She there now. He said, no, she got to go back. I was like, fool, don't you see June sitting in front of you with that itchy trigger finger? You ain't thinking. You are not thinking right now. What do you mean Lexington? Do they have a Lexington in Canada or something like that? What? I was like, this is the moment that he backs out. He backs out the deal. He tells her, I'm no longer going to help you. It's over. What you trying to say, Commander? She going back to Lexington? I don't think so. And he said, oh, but she is. They moved during the daytime. They were spotted. A search has begun. They're going to be looking for her, and they're going house to house. June said, well, I guess we're going to find another way. She's the calm before the storm right now. That's the state of mind she's in. She's not getting anxious. And I kept saying, y'all did not think this shit through. Y'all, that should have been a plan B as well. If this go wrong, then we need to do this. There was no real plan. It was an idea. And that's all June has ever done was have fucking ideas with no plan on how to execute it. I mean, I still say how stupid it was to bring 52 children into one fucking house and get them to a plane. Silently to a plane. But I was still shocked that anybody was going along with that. And he tell her, look, it's going to be Roadblocks set up now. June not listening. She's like, it's going to be my way or the highway, son. We moving these children and we moving them tonight, including Kiki. She ain't going nowhere. Laura said she got to go back. I'm pulling rank here. I'm pulling the plug. Beth going to go spread the word. June's like, I don't think so. What we not going to do is send her off to be raped and maimed. Not on my fucking watch. That's not what we finna do. Hell, Kiki says she don't even remember what it was like before Gilead, But June says, I don't care. She ain't to be raped and maimed up in her. And he's like, she good. She not going to be raped and maimed. She a fucking daughter. She going to be taken care of. They lives ain't all peaches and cream either, though, bro. It's not a bed of roses like you trying to make it seem. And June ain't having it. So she picked up the gun and says, Eleanor, of Matthew, Francis, you calling all these recent deaths that you helped cause, June. It's too much. It's too much, and she can't take it no more. Hell, add Omar, add Eden. You know what I'm saying? Add Eden. I say add Eden to that list too, because you encouraged that girl to follow her heart just so you could be with Nick. That was the only reason why you encouraged that girl to do that. You wouldn't want her to love. You wanted her to get rid of her because you wanted Nick to yourself. And Eden's dead. Anyway, June is like, this can't all be for nothing. It can't all be for nothing. Lawrence say he putting his foot down. This is my motherfucking house. Dude, you lost control of that house long ago. She gives no fucks what you think. And you put the gun in her hand, stupid. Did you think you had control of your house? You ain't even got a motherfucking gun, but you gave a gun to June. He reached for the gun. Did you really think she was going to give it to you? June says, it's not your decision. You are not in charge. You fucking men. I really do hate that they keep trying to make this all about a man and woman thing. It's about power. And the women in this society, the mistresses, are just as guilty as the men. One of the things that they haven't really stressed on in the TV show that they really stressed on in the book is how much influence the wives had in this society. The men just took credit for it. That's all it was. But the women had a lot of influence in the society. And we only was able to hear that story through Serena Joy. Like, we still didn't see how fucking Lydia got recruited into this life. We still didn't see that shit. I'm still pissed about that. But, June's basically saying, look here, you should be worried about me. I'm the bitch with the gun. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Hustle and Flow. I hated that fucking movie. Anyway, she tell me to go to your room. Go to your room, find me a fucking map so I can know how to get to this damn airport. How much time I got left? I'm running out of time. And so he come back and tell her, this is my house. My house. Welcome to my house. It's my house. Boy, bye. She has played you like a fiddle. No, and you let her. You knew she was manipulating you, and you let her. Yo bad. Yo bad. You really think this is your house now? Well, Joey, do ya? Do ya, buddy? You think it's your house? Well, up in Canada, Fred is in there singing like a canary. La, 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 you know. And I'm really surprised by that. Like, they didn't even rough him up, you know, to get on the talk. They didn't promise him anything. I was like, They treating this war criminal with such humanity up here. Fred tell Tuello, hey, don't let me bust your bubble, but I got something to say about my wife, some disheartening news. Tuello say, look, she good, dog. She got full immunity. You know, I'm like, see, they gave that bitch full immunity. I told y'all Tuello was not playing her. They was really gonna let this heifer hoe go. Besides, she was under duress with no real power. Really, bitch? Really? Ha! She got y'all food too. But not me. I paid attention through all these seasons. Serena was one of the architects of Gilead, and Fred said, oh, but let me hip you to some shit that she really did. Trust me, bro. They are outside of the laws of Gilead and of God. Fred say, if I'm going down, bitch, you going down with me. That's what Fred say. So, back at the crib, Joey Lawrence got her the map. And I was like, so they ain't got no way to the airport no more? If they still got Lawrence under control, they ain't got no trucks. What happened to the big truck? So they got to figure out how to get there on foot. They got to hoof it. So the airport about 5 miles, right? So that's about an hour and a half on foot. By yourself, toting 52 children. And they gonna cut through the woods down by the creek. Like grandmother's house we go. The same woods that Kiki just got fucked up in broad daylight. You finna take 52 kids through this damn woods. And don't expect no injuries or nothing like that. Okay. Outside there's dogs barking. I said it must be bloodhounds. She's about to go back inside, but she heard a rustling in the wind. Search cars was patrolling the streets. She ducked out of the light. See, if you Martha's duck in the woods too, they coming. It's on now. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I don't think she wanted to tell these women that she really didn't have a concrete plan. And if I was running Gilead, play devil's advocate here, if I was running Gilead and I wake up to see all these children gone in the morning, all those Marthas would be on the wall. They all gonna play dumb or something, pretend somebody else kidnapped them. Rita came with a Martha and a baby. What happened to the one you were supposed to be escorting? You escorted the one with the baby? Okay. I knew they didn't have no age provision. Somebody else said that they weren't gonna take any infants. They're gonna take older children who know how to mind. They got a baby. Okay, and I'm like, how y'all gonna keep this fucking baby quiet? This baby look like it could be still a nursing mother, a nursing child. How you gonna keep this baby quiet on this hour and a half trek through the damn woods? Anywho, Rita says that Martha killed her damn commander and his wife. And she was like, gonna let them leave. I'm like, let them leave? They knew she was going? It looks like these Marthas are staying. They going too. They getting on that plane. It'll help with the children. I'm gonna say that. It'll help with the children. But apparently they was, what is it? Ripanol? What the fuck they give them? They gave him some type of drug. Ritanol? I can't think of. I thought I put it down here, but I guess I didn't. And it must have wore off or something. Oh, I think I said that later. Okay, so let's go back. So Sienna, Beth, June, and Rita, they outside now. They said, hey, let's go. We need to go mark the trail. They left no instructions for anybody inside the house, nor told them they were leaving. They just left. And I was like, so where is Joey Lawrence right now? Why are all the dogs barking so much? These dogs been barking for 3 fucking episodes. So they going down the trail and tying white rags around these trees to mark their way. If I was looking in the woods, I would see these markers. They would be so fucking obvious to me. But nobody is a man in these woods. They just walking along this little trail. Nobody's banned in these woods. So up in Canada, Tuella came and arrested Serena Joy on the grounds of criminal acts against humanity and rape. She's like, no, that's all covered in my immunity agreement. That's Gilead law. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. We talking about the forced rape that you made your driver, Nick, do upon June Osborne, just so you could have a baby. She's like, no, they were in a relationship. In our book, that's still rape. We talked about that before when I said if two consensual people, in jail, if the guard and a prisoner have sex, even though it's consensual, it's still considered rape under the law. So this is still considered rape. Plus, she's the one who requested that Nick do this. You like, get out of here. But Tuello looked like his fucking heart was broken, baby. He was broken. Oh, too bad fucking sorry for you, sir. No, I'm not. That heifer needed more charges, in my opinion. She needed to go to the fucking colonies, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Because, what about collusion to overthrow the U.S. government? Since the U.S. is the one that's prosecuting her. Conspiracy to murder, since she encouraged Fred to get a man who shot or something. Y'all need a little bit more charge. Add some more charges on there for her. Add some more charges on there for her if y'all ain't finna send that bitch to the colonies. But Serena Joy needed to end up in the colonies. That's where she needed to be, in the motherfucking colonies. Anyway, back at the crib, the front door was ajar when June and them made it back. They slowly crept inside, and there's well over 52 children in that house. Joey Lawrence is reading the book to them. I tried to count on my screen to see how many it was, but every time I paused my screen, it got dark. But Rita said it too. She's like, this is well over 52 kids. And like I said, the Marthas ain't went back nowhere. The Handmaids hadn't went back anywhere. And June is oh so proud of Joey Lawrence because he's back on board. Aww. Well, there's a monkey wrench in the plan. Janine has just arrived and tells them they know. They know something up. They arrested Maggie. And the Guardians are everywhere. Everywhere but the woods, baby. Everywhere but the woods. Anywho, the book that Commander Lawrence was reading, if anybody know what that book was, if y'all know, drop in the comment section for me. The search is on now. The search is on. The wife had woke up and she looking for Kiki. Now they searching the house, going house to house, and they across the street right now. They cross the street, but ain't nobody at Joey Lawrence's house going through the fucking woods. Nobody even followed these 52 people through the woods. But okay, Beth said, Rehypnol. Beth said it was Rehypnol. Rehypnol must have been weak. So I guess they surprisingly poisoned all the commanders and wives to make sure they was going to be asleep. So my thing is Commander Lawrence's house the only house on the street where a child was taken? When they went to these houses to go search, the commander and the wife should have been still asleep, right? And their kids didn't get taken too? They just skipped all the kids around Joey Lawrence's house. I'm like, why give him Rehypnol? What is Rehypnol? Let me look it up. So I'm like, y'all should just fucking kill them. That's what I would do. Rehypnol. Rehypnol. Am I spelling that right? Rehypnol is used by cocaine abusers to relieve side effects and also, it's the date rape drug. Okay. Rehypnol is a date rape drug. That's what they gave the commanders and their wives. Look, kill them. Like that one Martha did. Fuck them waking up and seeing that y'all gone and the kids gone. Just kill them in their sleep. But I don't know what time it is, but you're like, we gotta go and we gotta go now. It's well before midnight most likely. And they gotta go on foot. So they gonna need time, so they might as well go ahead and leave. Well, Joey Lawrence said he ain't leaving with them because Ello would want him to stand there and face his crimes. So the plan changes again. Now they gotta get to the plane without him. He ain't going. I had to do a time check. There was still 24 minutes left in the episode. I was like, a lot could happen in 24 minutes. They wished each other Godspeed, and I was so disappointed that I read that look wrong on Commander Lawrence's face at the end of the last episode. So they on their way through the woods, and I personally would lose all those white hats because they stand out just like those white rags they tied in the trees. But they moved through the woods with nobody noticing. They ain't even removing the markers as they pass them. Because nobody's watching the woods. And I'm like, this don't make no fucking sense at all. Especially since they supposed to be looking for somebody. But they caught her. They caught Maggie. So now they looking for Kiki. And they not looking in the woods. So they drive by with the searchlights. Right, hit the ground. I was like, Gilead is as stupid as I thought. And that baby is quiet as a mug. All that commotion, all that dipping down and dropping down, that baby quiet. Not a whimper, not a cry, not a coo, nothing. Amazing. Simply amazing. But as soon as we come back from the commercial break, the baby making a little sound. She making a little fuss. They've made it though. They 5 miles to the plane. An hour and a half of walking. They 5 miles to the plane now. I know people can run faster than that, but trust me, these kids ain't going more than 20 minutes per mile. But alone on the tarmac is one guard for this whole entire airport. He's up to the gate looking, smoking his cigarette. Rita like, hey, what we gonna do? June said, look, y'all follow the fence line with the children. And Rita said, what you mean? They gonna be seen. I won't let them. What you gonna do, June? What you gonna do? So it seems June is gonna sacrifice herself to create a diversion. The Marthas and the Handmaids who are there, they can't turn back, y'all. They can't turn back. Which means Rita and Janine should get out. For some reason, I don't think Janine will let June take this fall alone. I would be surprised if she doesn't intervene in whatever this diversion is. So June heads back into the woods and comes up on the Guardian. She grabs a rock, and I'm thinking she about to bust some heads. That's what I'm thinking, right? Then all of a sudden, Janine and the rest of the Marthas come and join her. I said, I knew it wasn't in Janine's makeup. However, I was surprised that other Marthas and Handmaids followed. So I was like, so who stayed back with the fucking kids? Just Rita by herself? The one person who wasn't even planning on going on there weren't Rita gonna stay back? Okay. I'm thinking they about to bum rush this man, bum rush the set. But they don't. They pick up some rocks and start hurling at him. He radioed for help, and I was like, what? He turned the searchlight into the woods, and they duck. You got a windfall of rocks being thrown at you, and you just take the searchlight and you don't see nothing, so go on about your business. So he rotated it away. They get up and start flinging the rocks again. And then he starts shooting. All of that shooting. These fucking kids ain't normal. All of that shooting. These kids don't scream nor run in fear. The reaction is so unbelievable. We riding through town. We heard somebody motherfucking car backfire. And man, right now, what's that? These kids don't scream nor run at the sound of all this gunfire. They just keep marching on to freedom. They weren't prepped as far as what to do, what was to expect. They didn't even know what the fuck was going to happen. At least from what we've seen, because everything seems to be happening on the fly. So all this gunfire, and these children are just walking around like, la la la, la la la, you know what I'm saying? A couple of the Marthas get shot. I thought Janina got hit, but she just frightened. June tries to comfort her like, hey, don't worry, it's going to be okay. All of this is due to a lack of a plan. You didn't think there's going to be any guards in the plane at all? Not one, at least. Not a guard with a gun, nothing. Nobody took that into account. Even before Commander Lawrence had said that he had got the security details to be going into town so there could be less out there. Y'all didn't think about that at first because there was no plan. It seemed to be the only one guard there. Like I said, that was amazing to me either. So June decides to step into the light. I went to the light, girl, I am. She decides to step into the light so the guard sees her. And she takes off into the wood with him on her tail. They running. Now everybody can go get free. She running. He's shooting. She not zigzagging. She not doing none of that. Anything. She going in a straight line. He fires and shoots and misses. Fires and shoots the same day. He missed twice. And then the third shot, pow. He got it in the back. He got her in the back. I'm just point that out. Okay. She's down. He comes up on her, rifle in hand. She turns over, the gun in her hand. I had forgot all about the damn gun at this point. And she, pow, puts one in his ass. Kapow, shots him down, right? He not dead though, not yet. She said, you tell them motherfuckers it's all clear. Just do it. Just do it. They should have been there already by now, but okay. I digress. He say, it's all clear. Jill says, thank you. Appreciate you, bro. Pow! Laid him to rest. Laid him to rest. But she still hurt herself, right? And y'all, I'm so sorry for y'all who love June. I wanted her to die. I wanted her to die so we could wake up next season with a brand new handmaid in charge. Maybe Jadine or something like that. Something. I say Janine crazy ass. Janine crazy. But somebody somewhere else. That should have been, what happened to all the badass Marthas? The one that, told June about her damn self. What happened to them? You know what I'm saying? She wasn't dead though. She was just hurt. I wanted a new handmaid and I wanted her dead. She lays there bleeding in the forest. The plane takes off overhead. She's relieved. And I'm wondering if she's going to go to the doc, the one who took care of Matthew, hold the gun on him, and they promised to patch her up or whatever. She wasn't getting on the plane anyway, remember? She wasn't leaving without Hannah. But the suicide mission that she just had by her stepping out there, she could have got killed or took off. That was probably one of the first non-selfish acts that June did, because she wasn't thinking about, I need to save Hannah. She's like, I need to save these people. So she sacrificed herself in that moment. The plane makes it to Canada. And there's a refuge team waiting. Luke, Moira, and Emily, they all there at the airport waiting. And I was like, who tipped them off that there's going to be people on this flight? It's supposed to be in a cargo plane, but it looked like a commercial airliner. How did Canada get the tip that this is what was coming, that the refuge team was prepared to be there? Anywho, Moira would get on that plane and see all those children. And I was like, what happened to the Marthas? None of them got on that fucking plane? What happened to Janine? Where the fuck she at, right? Anywho, I got real emotional. I can't even front. Kiki is like, is this the place where I can wear what I want? That's what she said to Moira. Yep, my bad. This sure is, right? She get off that plane and she's about to tell Moira her name was Kiki, and then the voice said, Rebecca. I was like, it's her daddy, y'all. It's her damn daddy. She said she may not remember Gilead, but I remember my damn daddy. Hey, daddy, shoot. This gave Luke a feeling of hope and yearning to see Hannah step off that plane with other children, but we know she's not there. Then Rita gets off the plane. She's the only Martha that I've seen get off that damn plane. And Emily recognized her immediately. Rita is so happy. She want to kiss the ground and thank the Lord at the same time. I was emotional. I was emotional during this entire meetup right here. I couldn't write my notes. I had so many tears in my damn eyes. I was overwhelmed with tears right here. All my thug had left the building, y'all. Especially when Rita hugged Luke. Like, you're Luke. June did this. This was all her. This was all her. He looked relieved and anguished at the same time. Like, she did this. But what about Hannah? What about her? That was the look that was on his face. Well, back in the woods, the remaining handmaids, they go to find June. It's daylight now. Ain't nobody still searching these woods. Kiki's still missing. Ain't nobody went into these woods yet to go search these woods yet. Nobody's checked on guard 5-6 at the airport. Like, normally they on patrol, you check in every hour, every 2 hours. Ain't nobody checked on him to find out why he ain't radioed in. Maybe it's my military instinct is kicking in. Like, no, you don't do patrols like that. So they come up on the dead guard and an injured June looking into the fucking camera, which supposedly is the sky. She should have been dead. She should have bled out by now, I would think. Within a few minutes, if the hemorrhaging hadn't stopped. She was shot in the back, but she was holding her stomach. So that looked like it was a through and through for me. She didn't seem to have an internal bleed. Internal bleed could take days, Correct me if I'm wrong, if y'all doctors and nurses and shit like that. An internal bleed could take days for you to die. But if it's like just a regular bleed, within a few minutes, if the hemorrhage hasn't stopped from a gunshot wound, she could die. If there's something she was holding pressure on her stomach, but she got shot in the back. So you got an entry and an exit wound. Okay, whatever. Okay. I'm mad Janine didn't get on that plane. I'm so mad Janine didn't get on that plane. They picked June up. It looked like they left the machine gun, which was stupid. They picked June up and they carted her away. And she's on the little thing. Just, being carried away. Smiling like I did that shit. We run the world, girls. Yeah, that's how she feeling. Where y'all gonna go? What y'all gonna do? This whole society should be on its motherfucking head right now. Starting with the missing Kiki. But the drugged out damn commanders and wives. They should be woke by now. Missing their children. This whole society should be turned on its head. The missing Marthas, the missing handmaids. We all gonna hang out in Commander Joey Lawrence's house. They supposed to search his crib too, remember? They supposed to search all the houses. They never searched that house. Interesting. That was the end of the episode. That's the end of the season. Like I said, it wasn't all that to me as far as a finale. But I thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for waiting. Thank y'all for just communicating with me this entire doggone season. I wanted to do a giveaway for Margaret Atwood's new book. I completely forgot about it. So if you're interested in the giveaway, in the comment section, if you are a subscriber to this channel, leave in the comment section what was the name of the little girl that June met in the hospital when she had to stay in there with Matthew. This is all gonna be about kids. This particular episode, I said her name 100 times. What was the name of the little girl that first showed up at the house that when they weren't supposed to be? What was her name? And one that you may not know if you weren't really paying attention, of Matthew's son. What is the name that I gave him? You got those 3 answers? Drop it in the comment section. That lets me know that you are entering the contest to win Margaret Atwood's new book, which is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. It comes out September 13th. If you are a winner, I will come back to your comment and comment that you won. And then I will need you to email me your contact information. I'll put my email down there so you can email me your contact information and I can get you your book. Thank you again. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.